the Bond family. My wife, Christy, and we have two kids, Brianna and Alex. My wife and I have been married for 18 years. We met in the Officers Club at Langley Air Force Base. And I originally came here to Colorado Springs to go to the Air Force Academy in 1988. I can't believe it's that long ago. And then I left for a couple Air Force assignmts, came back after I left active duty, and we came back in 1998 and started our family a little bit after that. Brianna is 13 and a gymnast, and Alex is 12 and plays soccer. We love to ski, hike, backpack, bike pack, if you even know what that is. That's actually backpacking on a bike. We do it on mountain bikes. And we have an old Jeep, and we travel around and have some other adventures. All of these pictures are from a recent trip that we took to Australia. That is not Churro. That's a dingo at a wildlife preserve in Australia. And I'm also a part-time ski instructor at Keystone. And yes, my dad's name is James Bond. And I actually used to work for the U.S. equivalent of MI6 in a previous job. All right, so our business is Briargate Boulevard Animal Hospital. It opened in 1986 at the corner of Briargate Boulevard, not Parkway, Briargate Boulevard in Lexington. And we provide a range of wellness, preventative, urgent dental care for dogs and cats. Don't do anything else other than dogs and cats. We specialize in providing a low-stress environment, a low-stress experience for both the pets and their owners using an approach called fear-free. And we are AHA accredited and Better Business Bureau A+ accredited, and we have several fear-free certified professionals on staff. So my presentation, as I mentioned earlier, is going to be about the 5 most important things that you can do to keep your pet happy and healthy, and why are these things important, what do you need to do, and how do you do them. So first one is get your pet vaccinated. This is an easy, cheap, fast way of avoiding a bunch of nasty and sometimes even deadly diseases. And getting the rabies vaccine is required for all dogs and cats, regardless of whether they're indoor, outdoor, or anything like that in both Colorado Springs, El Paso County, and most other places. Dogs, there's kind of a list of things that you get there. Rabies is the big one. That is 100% fatal once they're symptomatic. And one recently died up in Monument as a result of rabies. Well, was euthanized before they died. And parvo is a nasty one. The survival rate for that is only about 80% if it's contracted, even with full medical intervention. And just talk to your veterinarian. A tip is use a veterinarian with a reminder system so that you can get reminded of when your vaccines are due and not fall behind on those. And a lot of them already have an app that will remind you through the app about when you have vaccines due. Keep your pet at a healthy weight. So Churro here, stand up Churro. Churro is an example of a dog that's at a healthy weight. And you want to keep your dog at a healthy weight, your cat at a healthy weight, because just like in humans, that avoids a bunch of chronic disease conditions and just keeps them happier and healthy, able to do more. If you're able to run your hand along the side of the dog or the cat and you can feel their ribs, but you can't see their ribs when you're looking at them, they're probably at a healthy weight. And also, if they kind of have an hourglass figure, if you're looking at them from the top, then they're probably at a healthy weight. Yeah, right. And so how do you do this? Just feed the appropriate amount of a high-quality pet food or a diet that's approved by your veterinarian, and get exercise. That can be walking, running, puzzle toys, or playtime with you playing with your dog or them playing with other pets. And a tip is use a veterinarian that has an online store that has a free auto ship feature so you get that high-quality food delivered to your door as often as you need it. Slide. Routine checkups. Why? Just like with humans, we can identify a lot of things in the pets that are manageable or treatable. But if you're going only once a year, that's like 7 years for a dog. So like if you only went to the doctor once every 7 years, so this is not anywhere near as often as we go in our lifespan, but we can identify a lot of things through blood testing, urine testing, fecal testing, and we really have the full range of diagnostics that we do on the human medicine side that we can do during those routine exams to see what's going on with your pet. So schedule a wellness visit with your veterinarian. Should be about once a year if your pet is not senior, and then about every 6 months once they're senior. And what qualifies as senior depends on the species and how old they are. And a tip is, when you're done with your one exam, schedule your next exam just like you do at the doctor's office. Most veterinarians can now accommodate doing it that way. And get regular dental care for your pet. This is actually really, really important for the pet's health, just like it is for us. And most owners have a really hard time doing daily dental care, which is kind of what you need to do if you want to avoid having to visit your veterinarian in order to get them to clean their teeth on a regular basis. So unless you're cleaning your pet's teeth every day, you should go and see your veterinarian about getting some dental care. And it's totally, oh, I'm sorry, back just a second. It's totally a myth that cats and dogs will stop eating if their mouth hurts. They have such a survival drive that they'll keep eating if they can eat. So if your teeth, if their dog's teeth are not white and their gums are nice and pink and taut, like Churro's are here, probably need dental care. If something smells like it died in their mouth, you definitely need dental care. So get checkups when you do your routine checkups. Get their dental health checked. And use a vet that has dental x-ray. That is tremendously important to being able to really diagnose what's going on in the pet's mouth. And be wary of sedation-free dental. It doesn't really do what you want it to do. It's mostly cosmetic. You're not really going to get the real things treated if you do sedation-free dentistry. Okay? And the last one is train and socialize your pet. And the reason for this is really that a well-trained pet is easier to care for. It's easier for you to care for, it's easier for your veterinarian to care for, and it's a lot more fun. You can do more things with your pet. If you have a pet that you can walk on a leash easily, you can run with them if that's something that you want to do, then they're going to get more exercise, they're going to be healthier, and you're going to enjoy the pet more. With Churro, nope, I guess we're not going to have time to do that, but look for a trainer that is going to train you to train your pet rather than just training your pet. That way you can train them throughout your life rather than just getting that one time that's probably not going to stick anyway. So that's what I've got.